Alexa Liacco. Federal student loan payments are supposed to resume in May, more than 2 years after they were originally paused because of the pandemic. But now many are hoping that President Joe Biden will pause those payments once again. Lorianne Weiss, who works in the financial aid department at the Metropolitan State University of Denver, says she's worried. If payments resume, many students will still not be able to pay them.
Obviously, having a little bit more time certainly helps them, but I think our concern is, are students really prepared? They've had a very long period of time to not have to worry about making this payment.
This is an issue that impacts 43 million Americans. The average borrower owes around $36,000 with a total of $1.6 trillion in federal student debt. President Biden has so far forgiven $16 billion in student debt by expanding student loan forgiveness for certain borrowers. That includes public service employees like teachers, firefighters, and first responders, people with severe disabilities, and people who were scammed at for-profit colleges. Pausing or canceling federal student loans is a controversial issue. Proponents of loan forgiveness say it could immediately boost the economy, giving borrowers more money to spend on other things. And they say it could give financial security to a lot of borrowers, especially historically marginalized groups.
Our cost of living has increased so much. So to be able to absorb that funding and put it into other places is certainly going to only help them.
But some critics say loan forgiveness is too expensive. According to the Department of Education, the payment pause has cost the federal government and taxpayers at least $95 billion in unpaid interest. Experts warn if student loans are forgiven, that could limit funding to other spending programs. So what comes next? Well, this could go one of three ways. First, President Biden could forgive all $1.6 trillion of federal student loan debt. And if he does, it will be the costliest social spending initiative of his entire presidency, topping unemployment insurance, the earned income tax credit, and food stamps. Second, President Biden could forgive some federal student debt. On the campaign trail and early in his presidency, he said he was open to eliminating at least $10,000 in student debt per borrower. That would cost the government $373 billion, but Biden hasn't announced a plan to do so. Third, Congress could decide the fate of student loan payments. There are two bills recently introduced. One would prevent future pauses on federal student loan payments. The other would pause payments until 2023 and cancel loans for more borrowers. As the debate continues, experts do warn borrowers, don't count on forgiveness happening. Be prepared for payments to resume eventually. I'm Alexa Liacco.
Thank you for joining us this week for our conversation about education in America. Join us next week as we look at crime, how the Biden administration plans to address a rise in violent crime, plus the work to stop a specific type of illegal gun purchase.
I think just going with your gut. You know, had never heard of Start Purchase. I didn't think what I was doing was like, I just didn't think that it was wrong.
Until then, from New York, I'm Chris Stewart, and this is The Race.